guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here tonight with the gorgeous Melissa Duke. She is the co-host of Our California, and I'm going to be doing her makeup tonight. I'm super excited because I love doing makeup on redheads and I love freckles, so I am so stoked. So let's get started. So I'm going to start, go ahead and close, by priming her eyelids. And she told me her skin's more on the dry side, so I'm just priming them with concealer. This is Tarte Shape Tape. It dries, it has more of a matte finish, so it's gonna hold up well with the shadows. And Melissa and I both subscribe to Boxy Charm. It's a monthly beauty subscription, and they send you, you don't know where you're gonna get, but every month they send you like 5 or 6 products, what do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're full size. And this month we got the coolest eyeshadow palette.
Yeah.
And when it came today, I got it today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Melissa. Like, there was a row, and I'm like, this is Melissa. Like, this is what I'm gonna do on her, and I'm so excited.
That's so funny. I thought they sent it just for me. Like, not everybody got the same colors.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's perfect for me.
They nailed it.
They really did.
I think they do. Like, I think there's a couple items everybody gets, and then I think there's a couple, because did you take the survey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they ask you, like, your eye color, your skin color, your skin type. So I think a couple items they do customize.
Yeah.
And then I think they take your skin tone, because I've gotten foundation before, and they definitely, like, it was a fair shade, it wasn't. So I'm sure they, like, send out a shade appropriate for whoever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was super exciting.
Yeah.
My Boxy.
I know, yay. Was it your first month?
Yeah, it was. I love that it's full-size items, too.
Oh, me too. It's awesome. And I've been subscribed for 3 months, and there's always been an eyeshadow palette.
That's awesome. Those things are expensive.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't need to buy anymore.
I know.
This is so good.
Well, now I'm going to have more than I could ever
I know.
want,
I
but
know.
it's good.
Gifting.
I don't like when they, not them, but the other subscribing boxes, they give you one little tiny color.
Yeah.
And it's like, you like scrape it and you're already at the bottom of it, you know,
and
and
then
I'm
you
like,
can't
oh,
tell
thanks.
if you even
Yeah.
like it. Okay, so this is the palette. It's by Pure, and it's so pretty. It looks like marble. So this is the row that I think is made for Melissa. I'm going to show this camera. We're going to see if it will focus. Sorry, Melissa.
Okay.
So this row, because it has like those rose gold tones, and it's going to play so well with her hair color. The only thing it doesn't have is a really, really light shade to like highlight under the brow bone. So I did go into my Viseart palette, and I used this kind of like bone cream color white under her brows. But other than that, we're gonna stick to this palette. So I'm gonna mix, I'm gonna start with Socialite, this like peachy color, and I'm gonna do it in your crease with a big fluffy brush. And this is like a perfect peachy shade. Any warm shadows, this will look great as a transition color. And this is just my transition shade. So I'm gonna blend this up fairly high. I don't wanna touch her eyebrows, but I wanna lay like a nice wash of peach all over her lid. And this brush is really good because it's super large and fluffy, so it's just really gonna diffuse it, and I'm not gonna get any lines.
I like that brush.
Yes. Do you have a big one like this?
I have like a wannabe big one. I don't even know where I got it from, but it's not soft and fluffy like that one.
This one is pretty soft and fluffy. I like it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one I found. Like when you touch it, it goes really wide, which is good for this color. Like when you just want it really diffused.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I'm gonna have to upgrade my fluffy brush.
I love it. And this one's actually, I think it's Sigma, and their brushes are pretty affordable. This one's E40.
Okay.
And I literally use it on every single person, unless they have really like narrow eyes, like their eyelids aren't very big, then it like covers the whole lid.
Yeah.
It's not quite what I want. And then I'm gonna go on to my MAC. This is 217, so it's like a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm gonna mix Splurge, Socialite, and Stunner. So these, and I'm gonna like make a custom little crease color. I want this look to be very diffused, so I don't want like a super harsh crease. So as I get darker, I'm kind of mixing it with the lighter colors. So that was another thing we talked about too. There's not, the medium shades go on fairly dark.
Yeah.
You have lighter to medium skin. Melissa's pretty tan right now, but. So I'm just creating a V shape, and because this color is darker, go ahead and turn to me, I'm not bringing it as high up. And I'm mostly sticking to that kind of reddish and peachy color. I'm not doing much of the brown. I actually really, really love this like warm rosy red on her. It's way pretty.
I feel like those colors go well with the green eyes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Kinda what I tend to lean
the
towards.
red makes the green pop.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about the color spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
They're opposite each other, aren't they?
Yeah, the red and the green are opposites. They're always going to make each other pop. So that's a good way to play up your eye color. Like if you have blue eyes, you want to do more orangey shadows, and that will make your eyes pop. Brown's like the neutral. Like if you mixed red, yellow, and blue, you'd get a brown.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of, like if you have brown eyes, you just have to look at what your little flecks are in your eyes. Do you have golden flecks? Do you have more like cool blue flecks? And then you just play with that color. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to add a shimmer to her lid. And this palette actually has super, super awesome shimmers. So we're going to use Twinkle, this rose gold. It should be called Melissa.
I love it.
Is your color.
It's so my color.
I love it. And I really like these shimmers. I tried on the Glitzy today.
Yeah.
And it goes on darker. Like sometimes I feel like shimmers almost don't have as much pigment when you put them on. Have you noticed that? You have to keep putting it on, but these are way to go pure. I've never tried that brand before, but I'm a huge fan so far.
Yeah, I like it too.
So I'm just going to put this all over her lid and buff it right up to the crease. Sometimes when I do shimmers, I like to get my brush wet just to make the shimmers look more metallic. So I'm going to do that a little bit.
Smart.
Yeah, and you can use water. I like to use Max Fix Plus because I like its little spray nozzle. But it makes the color more intense, and it makes it have more of a sheen, like not so chunky, sparkly, like more shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And these are pretty chunky, so. So you film for a living when you do Art California. What's like your go-to makeup look?
I tend to stick to like the golds, and I'll add like a tiny bit of brown in the crease, but for the most part I'm a shimmery gold person.
Love it. You cannot go wrong with golds.
I had, you know what, when I got married 6 years ago, one of my friends did my makeup. She's done my hair for years. Mm-hmm. And she put gold on me for the first time, and I was just like, oh, I'm in love.
Where has this been all my life?
Seriously, and so ever since then, that's kind of what I tend to lean towards, is like the goldy, and I love the rose gold now.
Oh, I do too.
That rose color.
It's really popular. Like you can find it a lot easier than you used to be able to.
So yeah, when I'm filming, I will definitely lay on the foundation, but typically I don't. I do like a tinted moisturizer.
You have really even skin, I feel like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I love your freckles. So I like the tinted moisturizer.
It's
for
when
you.
I get my makeup done, if I go to like Sephora, or sometimes I'll go out and be like, I just want to go test out makeup, you know, try new things. And somebody will sit me down to do my makeup. They always are trying to cover up all the freckles.
That's like a sin, and they shouldn't do that.
One lady even said it to me. She's like, well, you definitely want like a thick foundation to cover up all the freckles. And I was like, oh, but what if I don't want to cover them?
That is so funny.
Yeah, so my only thought is, maybe there's just a ton of ladies out there that are hating their freckles.
Aww.
It makes me sad.
Makeup artists love freckles. Like every makeup
good.
artist I know, they're just dying to do a shoot on like tons of freckles. Because they're so cool and they're so unique.
They are very unique.
They're beautiful. It's kind of hard to color match freckles.
Yeah.
And there's like a fine line between like having them show just a little.
Yes.
So maybe they like, I don't know, they're like, let's just cover
them because I can't do the rest. Yeah, maybe.
No, I love them. People are getting freckle tattoos. Have you seen that? It's like the new trend because it makes you look younger. And it's a trend in makeup too. Like to draw them on every day, like with like an eyebrow
Oh, that
pencil
makes
or
me so
something.
happy.
Yeah, you're like on trend naturally.
That's like the red hair, man. Red hair was never in, and now, you see all the Disney princesses and the heroines usually have red hair lately.
Yes.
So I'm like, woohoo! Go us, go redheads.
Yes, go redheads. I love it. I like lately, I don't know, like the last 2 weeks, I'm like, I want to dye my hair auburn. Like I'm so tempted, like a dark kind of like purpley auburn a little. Look down for me. Open, look down, and look this way. Yes. I don't know. And so blonde though, it's kind of game over. Like if I did that, it's like bye bye blonde hair. You can't dye it back.
Yeah.
Red's hard to get out.
The red is hard to get out.
Once
the good thing is it fades quickly.
True.
But
True.
actually getting it out might be a challenge.
I dyed my hair like a dark brown a while back, and it faded. We had some red undertones, so it faded kind of to like an auburn, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I just let it fade. Like I dyed it dark brown and then didn't color it for a year, and it faded really nice, and then I could go blonde again.
Yeah.
But you can't have like long hair naturally and blonde hair and like always change it. It's like you can cut it. Cleaning up some of the fallout. Sometimes glitter shadows like tend to get under your eyes.
Yes.
So, and you can go in. I'm just faster if I'm not as particular, so I usually do eyes first. But if you have a really light hand or you want to be slower with your eyeshadow, you can do these first. Pretty. Love these colors. Your eyes are super green.
They are very green.
And I love it. We're going to go in with the foundation, and this is a medium coverage foundation, so I am going to use my beauty blender. It's damp, and I'm just going to go in like pretty light with it, like almost just add a wash of color. Your freckles can still show through. I am a fan.
That makes me so happy.
I love
People are loving on freckles.
I'm gonna send you a link of the freckles.
Okay, yeah. I gotta see that. It's just like growing up with red hair and freckles is not the easiest life. I know everyone gets picked on, but yeah, red hair and freckles is like probably one of the most unique combinations, you know? You don't see a lot of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anytime we're like, dude, there's a redhead heroine, you're like, woo! Just brings so much joy.
Did you love when Brave came out?
Yes.
She's like ultra, the red hair.
Yes, and she has the personality that goes with it. You know, like, I feel like they got that pretty right.
Yeah, she had like a fun, spunky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, my daughters have to watch this movie.
So cute.
My daughter always says she has red hair too, but sadly she did not get the red.
Is it like a little strawberry? Like, does she have red in it?
You know, a lot of people ask me that, so maybe it's not just me. I swear I
feel like she does.
But then again, sometimes in certain light, I'm like, no, that's just me hoping, you know. Hoping. So I don't know. I feel like she had a phase between like age 2 and 3 where I saw a lot of strawberry. And I think it's kind of fading out. So, but I don't think my husband has red on his side, so I don't know if it's possible. You know, genetics, how all that works.
Yeah.
But I was really hoping for a redhead girl. I got 2. Well, my oldest is like a blonde. She's almost like a blonde.
Yeah.
So it is kind of strawberry, I guess.
A little. And hair tends to darken as they get older. Like, were you more strawberry when you were younger?
No, I was bright red.
Oh, so cute.
Bright red always.
So cute.
But yeah, I feel like my daughter's hair, actually when she was born, it was really dark. And then it lightened up. And so she's kind of gone backwards. I wonder if it'll get darker now that she's a little older. I don't know. It's interesting to see how all that changes.
Well, I'm here for you. I can color it, Melissa. You
yeah.
want a redheaded daughter.
I know, man.
I can make it happen.
My other daughter is definitely a brunette. So we got, yeah.
So I went in so light with that coverage, and like I said, Melissa has really great skin. If you have freckles and you have blemishes and stuff like that, just spot conceal. Like, don't go in with a super heavy hand with the foundation. Like, just go into those little areas if you want the freckles to show. And then another thing is you do have to be careful with the under eye. Like, usually under eye concealers are pretty full coverage because people like that, and most people have dark circles and stuff. And it can be, you can cover more of the freckles under the eyes, but you want to make sure it diffuses well enough so that there's still balance to the rest of the face. So pretty. You're like glowy. I love
I like glowy.
I layered her up with, another reason I like to do the eyes first is because I really like to hydrate the skin before I do foundation. So I put probably 3 layers of Embryolisse moisturizer on her. And I like that to really sink in before I put foundation over top of it.
What did you use? Which one?
It's called Embryolisse. I'll show the counter.
I'm always looking for
So this
good
is
moisturizer.
giant, but you can get a little one.
Embryolisse.
I think they sell this at Ulta now. I'll have to check.
Ooh, and we have
I'll
new
link it
Ulta.
later. Yes, we have an Ulta by us, and it is such great news.
I know, it's so exciting.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in. This is Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I like this because it's not too drying and it's very sheer. And where she has more dry skin, you don't have to go super powdery. Like, you can totally get that like dewy look everybody wants, and it will last.
I do like the dewy look.
What's on your hairs?
Oh.
There you go. Fixing your braids. Awesome. So now that that is on, probably, so if you were doing like a natural look and you did your tinted moisturizer, I would say you wouldn't need to powder unless you feel like it's not wearing well.
Yeah. So typically I will, I'll just do a setting spray.
Yeah.
And
perfect.
I don't do powder just because I'm so dry.
Uh-huh.
But we don't have super long film days, so I don't necessarily need it to last, like 12 hours.
Yeah, I think most people don't think to do that, like do setting spray without powder, but it works fantastic.
It works
Unless
really well.
Really oily.
Yeah.
You're fine. Just contouring her a little. Face forward, perfect.
I'm definitely not good at the contouring. I feel like contouring and blush. Oh, and eyebrows.
Oh, we will do your eyebrows.
Okay.
We'll do those last. Those will be fun. Let's talk about eyebrows.
I feel like the blush I always do wrong. I don't know. It looks good, I guess, on camera.
Yeah.
I'm not like disappointed with it when I watch myself back, but I always feel like I'm doing it wrong, like I'm putting it in the wrong spot. Like it'll go too close to the eyes, or I don't know.
Go ahead. I'm going to have you smile while I put it on. Go ahead and smile for me. And this is a Benefit blush. This is Clarissa. So on you have great cheekbones, but they are smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So I would use a smaller brush,
Okay.
blush brush, and just do like almost right on the apples, but not the front of the apples, like the side of the apples is where I like it on you, I think. Perfect. I love this blush brush. I always use like a big fluffy one because I don't like a blob of blush. I like it diffused. But this one's tiny, but it's kind of like tapered, so it diffuses pretty well.
That's what I need.
This is one of my favorite blushes. Like, it's like the prettiest peachy blush on everybody. It's Coralista. I like Benefit blushes. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Glow Kit. We're going to do Glow Getter and a little bit of Daydream. So we're staying in like that rose gold family.
Those are so pretty.
I'm going to do it with my finger. You do it with your finger, it presses the pigments in and it looks more shiny rather than glittery. I'm just going to keep this on the top of her cheekbones and not go really up into her eye area at all. This palette's fun, it's so shiny.
Yeah.
Do you like highlighter?
I love it, but I don't know that I know how to use it right.
It can be hard, especially if you're on camera, because you don't want to put it in the right places.
Yeah.
But I
tend to shy away from it just because I'm not sure if I'm using it right. But
Yeah.
anything that shimmers like that, I'm all over it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love shimmer.
I know, I love that you're such a glam girl. Girly.
Girly, yeah.
Love it. Perfect. I'm gonna put a little on her nose. Yeah, that looks great. Actually, I'm gonna do even a little more. Why not?
Why not?
We're doing it. This has a lot of the same tones as the blush, that like rose gold, pinky, bronzy.
Mm-hmm.
So it complements it really well. So I just do the top of the cheeks and then I almost blend it into the blush a little bit. Some people do the forehead. All right, now lips. We're gonna do Sandy B by MAC. It is like a light peachy color with a little bit of shimmer. Actually, a little bit of a frost. And I usually do not like frosty lipsticks because I feel like they look kind of 90s. But we're gonna do a shimmery lip gloss, so it's totally fine. This is a really pretty color. This is a great peachy color on everybody too. It's very light. It's almost like a nude. Like it's transparent, it's not very opaque, so it just gives your natural lip color more of a peach and a little bit of a shimmer. But it looks really great under gloss if you're a gloss girl.
Yeah, I am.
And this is by MAC too. This is Pink Carrot, and this is literally like the prettiest gloss of all time. It's like pinky peach.
Yeah.
It's the perfect peach because it's not too orange. It looks really good over that lip color. It's all about the shimmer of this look. We've got sparkle on your eyes and your cheeks and your lips.
Love it.
Okay, let's do some lashes. We'll do some lashes and then we'll do your brows. And I'm gonna do, have you ever worn brown lashes?
No.
Okay, we're gonna do brown lashes. I'm so excited. First I'm gonna do your under eye area really quick before I do the lashes. So I'm gonna go into our same palette. I'm going to go into Splurge, like the brown color. Look up for me. And just define under her eyes. She has a really nice lash line. Like your bottom lashes look like they're pretty dang thick.
They are thick.
So we're definitely putting mascara on those, and I want to define that. I love bottom lashes. I love all lashes. Pink lashes are my favorite thing about makeup. But you have, like, you're one of those lucky people, like your lashes are thick, so you almost have like a natural, like, eyeliner line. I don't know, like on your bottom, so I think it's really, really
I always
pretty.
feel like maybe I just leave too much makeup there, but it doesn't always come off.
No, you're lucky. I want to get like that tattooed. Like I want an eyeliner tattoo, but I don't want the line. I literally just want like the darkness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if that's out there, I'm doing it.
I usually just do, instead of eyeliner, I'll do like a eyeshadow.
Yeah.
And just kind of fill in a little bit between the gaps.
Me too. I don't think I've done like actual eyeliner under the eyes in forever on people. I'll do eyeliner in like the water well, like if I wanted a smoky look.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
that's pretty.
if I'm looking for more like drama, I'll do the waterline, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my lashes. They seem dark already.
They do. I love it. This look would actually be so pretty with dark liner in the waterline because you'd still have like the light rose gold, but then it'd have some drama.
Yeah.
That'd be super pretty. And this is the sparkle. So the same sparkle I did on her lid, I'm doing under her eyes. The reason I did a shadow first is just to give it some depth, otherwise it would be too light. And then since I put foundation on after, I'm just cleaning up her eyes a little bit. I want to extend, I want to create a V and extend the shadow a little bit so when she opens her eyes you can still see the color. Perfect. Okay, lash time. So excited.
Yay!
So I think I'm gonna do black glue. Nope, clear. I did brown liner on you. So you have to be careful with the black glue because when you do the black glue, sometimes it'll cut you off, like where the lashes end, you'll have like a black line and you'll have to go fill in black liner. So since I want to do like brown, bronzy tones, I'm gonna do the clear.
Okay. Why would you choose black over, if you already had like a black eyeliner going on?
Then I would do black,
okay.
yeah.
Otherwise,
even
you
if
stick
you
with
don't,
the
like even if you don't do any liner at all, you can still do a black because then it gives you that look of like naturally what we're saying you have, how you almost have a line from your lashes.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what black glue looks like, but just sometimes it doesn't blend and you have to add a little bit of a black liner. So we're doing the clear. So this is Duo Glue, and these are our Del Demi Wispies in brown, and they're seriously so pretty. No one ever thinks to do brown lashes, but I love them. I'll still add black mascara to give it a little bit of depth. And I pulled out my individual lashes for you too, so I'm gonna add some clusters on top. We want some more glam. We'll see.
Love the glam.
We will see. So you want your glue to be tacky enough so the lashes don't lift off. So usually we do around about 30 seconds. I'm drying. See your lashes? Very good. Sometimes I curl the lashes first. I might curl after with you. If they grow straight down, I'll curl them first, but you just don't go ahead and look down. And I did trim these just a little bit before we started. Just trimmed the very edge off on the side. So when I trim lashes, I always trim the outer edge because usually they come tapered really short on the inside, and if you trim that off, they look a little weird. So, okay, we're gonna go to the other one. So once this dries, I will probably, usually the clear glue, it dries okay. Sometimes you don't have to do anything, but usually I have to go over it with a little bit of eyeliner, so I'll go over it with brown eyeliner. And then we'll do the brows. The brows are gonna be fun to play with.
Brows have always been my issue.
No, you have good brows actually. I think what I'm gonna do for her brows, I'm gonna bring them, just looking at them right now, I'm gonna bring the very inside in a little bit and then just connect this arch where they're full right here. I'm just gonna add a little bit more hair right there and fill it in so that the focus is more on her arch.
Yeah.
You have a good,
that sounds fantastic.
a good shape to start with. Brows are tricky.
Yes.
They just are.
I just don't touch them because everything I've tried like doesn't look good. And I have an odd color.
Uh-huh.
So they say, oh, you're a redhead, you need red. I'm like, no, my eyebrows aren't necessarily red. They have red in them, but they're not really like auburn either because that has a little too much brown. I don't know.
Yes.
I have a hard time matching colors.
No, you're right. Your eyebrows actually don't really have any red. They're just brown.
They're just brown? Well, then that's been my issue.
Yeah. Which kind of gives you could go both ways. So I think what I'm going to do on you is use like a neutral brown pencil to fill in your shape. Mm-hmm. And then I'll probably powder over them with like a slightly auburn color just to match your hair, even though naturally they don't. Because sometimes, I've seen that on a lot of redheads, their eyebrows actually won't have any of the red. And if you try to match your hair too much, it looks a little off for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though you think like you should match your hair color, you know? So while this glue dries, I'm gonna let it really set because I'm gonna go in and curl. I'm gonna start working on your eyebrows. And I'm gonna use, you have this. Did you get it in your Boxy charm this month?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use it on you.
Okay.
This is Lingering by MAC, and it's actually a good brown color because it's pretty light. So I'm gonna start on this brow, and right there I'm just gonna connect and basically gonna draw a line. And this is a good pencil. You can draw the little hairs. But what I'm gonna do is just fill it in with this and then touch it up with the powder. So I'm gonna extend her brow a little bit, and I am gonna draw a couple hairs right in the middle. Generally, you want your brows to start, if you take your stick, your pencil or your pen or whatever, and you go on the edge of the nose and straight up, that's where you want the brows to start. And a lot of people's don't, and you kind of have the option. You can choose to bring it in to where they're supposed to be, but if it doesn't feel natural, like people's brows don't grow in that part, they might feel weird. So you don't have to, but it's fun to try. So I'm just gonna go switch back and forth between each brow, just make sure they're even. And most people's brows, like naturally, are very different in shape, so you just want to do your best to correct it with the pencil. And whenever I'm filling in brows, like adding hair, I definitely like to use a pencil or a pomade versus the powder, just because it's gonna last longer. Yeah. On you actually, because you're more dry, you probably could go in with the powder and it probably would last all day. I do like the pencil. And I think what I'm gonna do on you today, I'm gonna totally change the shape of your brows, but I think I'm gonna keep it fairly soft. Like I'm not gonna go so bold where you're like, oh my gosh, brows.
Yeah.
I want it to be fairly natural.
I think that's maybe why I haven't actually messed with them, because when I do try, it looks like super full.
Yeah.
And I'm so used to them not being anywhere near that, you know, so it's like a huge change.
So I'm being very strategic where I'm laying down these pencils and not like totally blocking out your brows. Mm-hmm. I'm really just adding hair or adding darkness where I want, because brows are pretty dark. Like right here, if I went and added a ton of pencil, they would look too dark.
Mm-hmm.
So you only want to add pencil where you don't have it, and then lightly feather it in. But your arch is perfect. You actually have like a great shape, other than adding a little bit right here and then a little bit to connect. They're pretty much on the ball. And you haven't shaped them. Do you tweeze them, or do you go in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't shape them. No.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't for a long time. They just kind of stopped growing where I don't have hairs. I'll get a couple here and there, and that's it.
Right.
So I know like full brow is kind of the new thing, and mine are pretty thin. So I've even tried like growing them out, but they just don't grow anymore.
Yeah. They say that like lash growth serum will work on your brows.
Oh,
like,
really?
Especially for people where it's just a couple little areas you want it.
Yeah. Like I feel like my arch, once it's past the arch, it's pretty thin on the outside, you know? So maybe...
But you do have hairs there.
Yeah,
I think you're
there's
fine.
some.
I'm going to pluck a couple.
Okay.
So I just want to thin out right here, like a tiny bit, like a one hair layer, basically. So I'm just going to go out and pluck out the very bottom hairs. And it's actually, if you do your own brows, like if you're the type that does your own plucking, it's actually a great idea to shape your brows first and then pluck around it, because then you have a foundation. Otherwise you're just kind of blindly like, should I remove that?
Oh yeah.
So that helps. You can do a little bit more if you wanted to, but I'm not. I'm just going to keep it really basic for you. I'm going to pluck a couple up here. Another thing that's nice, if you find a brow artist that just like gets you and they do a great shape that you like, you can maintain it on your own, but it's kind of nice to have it professionally shaped so you know you're not going to be plucking the wrong things.
Yeah, I think fear keeps me from doing a lot of that stuff. Especially brows. I'm like, those are kind of important.
They are, and you know, it's really, if it's not something you do every day, it's hard to get them even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those look good. I just want to make sure they're even, so I'm going to add a little bit more right here. Turn towards me. Don't want to get in the way of the camera. So brows, let's talk like brow products out there too, for people that don't know. There's like so many brow products out there. Like there's powder. Powder's probably your most natural to go in with powder and an angle brush. Pencils are probably good all around. Like I think everybody could use a pencil and like do everything they needed to. Pomades like Anastasia Dip Brow and stuff like that are super great too. Have you ever used those?
Is that a... What's that?
This is powder. So this is my powder palette. Let me see. This is my pomade.
I've never seen a pomade.
So this is Anastasia. This one's mine. It's blonde.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a gel kind of.
Yes.
So this is waterproof. Like if you put this on, it's going to last all day. But it's more bold looking. Like I don't usually use that on clients because it looks like your brow's been drawn on. And if that's not the look you're used to, it's going to feel a little weird. Okay, actually, I think I'm good with just the pencil. I'm going to try adding a teeny bit of the Strawburn, like this darker color, and just like feather it in. Another thing that I don't have right now that might be good, something you would like, is if you go in and you fill with like your neutral brown pencil, but you want a little bit of like the auburn highlights. Yeah. You can get like a brow gel that's auburn. Oh. And you can like comb it in after just for like a little bit of a highlight.
And that helps keep the shape too, right?
Mm-hmm. I love brow gel. I have clear, so I always use clear on my clients. I didn't feel like the pencil was dark enough. I'm going to go in with like the brown, the dark brown, to fill in like the shape, and then I'm just going over with the Strawburn to like add a little bit of red.
Okay.
These look pretty because you have a great eye shape. You have like really pretty almond eyes, so your brows highlight it if they're a little more arched.
I always wondered what kind of eyes I have. They always say you need to have this product if you have these eyes. I'm like, what kind of eyes do I have? I don't know. And when I look at the pictures, I don't know if those are mine or not.
Yeah, it's hard to know actually. Yeah. And I feel like people have multiple shapes. Like it's like it's not cut and dry. Like, oh, you have an almond or you have round. It's like a roundish almond. Yeah. Something. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my eyelash curler and curl you just a little bit. So keep looking forward like that. Good job. I just want to put a little bit of a bend in these because they are the brown. I want them to pop up a little bit. And these aren't super long. These are actually pretty natural in my book of lashes. Cool. Because I like the drama. So we're going to do that.
I know on one of your other videos you said use a good eyelash curler.
Oh my gosh. This one, it's Kevin Aquan. Best ever.
How do you know if it's a good one?
You know, I don't know that answer. They look the same.
Just like the other one.
I think just trial and error with different brands. Like
Okay.
that one's good, and then the Shoe Irma's pretty good, but this one has been the best by far.
Kevin Kwan?
Kevin Aquan, or Kevin Aquoin. I may be saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. But it's just like I like ones that curl it. Like some of them just bend it.
Yeah.
Or some of them like it's hard to get the right pressure. Like either you have to squeeze it so hard to get any curl. Look, kind of down. I'm gonna pull you up. Or like it doesn't curl them, or it just bends them. So that one has like you barely have to squeeze. Like on camera, it probably looks like I'm squeezing pretty hard, but you barely have to. Yeah, you barely have to squeeze, and it gives it like a curl, like the perfect curl, and it's very gentle. Like it will never break your lashes, which is good.
Like my hair keeps getting in your way.
This little piece. It's another thing brow gel is good for. Sometimes I use it in my part.
Oh yeah.
Keeps those little flyaways away. So this is black mascara and just putting it at the base to darken it up. Do you wear strip lashes? Are you into them?
I haven't.
This is actually a good lash for filming because they look really natural. Look up for me. They're not too long.
I should though. I haven't for the show. I should.
Lashes like bring so much more drama to the eyes.
Oh yeah.
It's like, even if you have great natural ones, like yours are thick.
Well, I always have my mascara with me because I feel like I definitely can't leave without mascara.
Yes.
I'm good without all the rest.
Yeah. Definitely, I agree. I'm like so into lashes that I'm like past the point of mascara. I'm like, mascara is not enough. I have to wear strips every day.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't even cut it for me.
I get it.
When they say desert island, what would you bring? And everyone's like mascara. I'm like, strip lashes and glue? Like, come on.
You're so cute.
Okay, so pretty. I don't think I'm gonna do the cluster lashes.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you. Okay.
Ooh, I love it.
So pretty. I
Those
love
colors are gorgeous.
They're perfect. They're the Melissa colors.
They really are.
I like that color on you.
The brows look good.
Oh yeah, do you like them? I forgot we changed.
I really do.
They look pretty. How do you feel about the tone of them?
I feel like they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pencil matches your natural brows really well.
That makes me happy because
you own it.
I have it.
You have it.
Ooh, I love those colors.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Julie.
being my model. And thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And I go live Monday through Thursday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thanks, guys. Bye.